So this is day 3 of demo, the end of Sunday. Today was kind of a shorter day due to the fact that we worked on the roof and the sun took a lot of heat out of us. I'll show you a lot of energy out of us. I'll show you what we did up there. It was very, very hot. And so this is what we got done. The living room, this is the old living room, which will become Devin's master bedroom here at some point, had a low ceiling. You notice right at the top of the window is the ceiling height, original ceiling height when we purchased it. They had the ceiling lowered 18 inches with that white 2x4s going down the side, and the top of the paint was the original ceiling, and 18 inches up was the original ceiling to the house, and they lowered it down to that 2x4. So the ceilings are now a little over 8 feet, and it feels much nicer in here now. This here is the dining room, and we've taken this ceiling down because we want to inspect a few things and better insulate this. We're not quite sure on the structure and how things are set up, so the only way to really tell was take the sheetrock down. And we found insulating practices that are not normal. We think it's 24 inches on center. If that's the case, we're definitely going to try and beef that up on the ceilings. And here's the old kitchen, which has been completely demoed. The kitchen is now gone. And if you look up here, you can look right out to the outside. They had a piece of sheetrock kind of in that triangle space, no insulation behind it, and not very well secured. A lot of cold air to come right into the dining room kitchen area. We've demoed this ceiling in here as well, because we're going to be taking these ceilings and bringing them all the same height. There's a beam in here right now that goes about 12 feet across and stops there, and it's not properly supported down to the floor. And no posts, nothing underneath of this in the basement. So our intention is to take this beam, take it out. It's going to go right on top of that beam and carries this roof load up here. This roof load up here is carrying the second story and this shed type roof here. And it goes across into the kitchen. There's the original beam that was cut off at some point, and goes across to the other side of the kitchen. This beam is exactly 24 inches in length, and this is what we'd like to install a new LVL to handle the length of this roof. On the other side, we'd like to use joist hangers on the back side of the LVL and hold up these floor stringers on the back side of the LVL. We'll install 2 temporary walls down here on either side of this beam, remove all of this structure, and then this room in here, which we're calling the sheetrock room, because this is where we're putting all our sheetrock. This room's going away. There's one pile of sheetrock. This room's going to go away, so we should be able to slide this right into this cavity because that room won't be there. Bring it in to the other end, put it on that end into a pocket into the wall that we'll bring down to the foundation, and then jack this end back up in place. Spin around. This is our other sheetrock room. This will be Devin's bathroom at some point. And then we're going to go outside and take a little peek at this. So this is the add-on that we are working on. This is that little bump that's going to come off. And you can see up here where that roof line changes pitch is where the beam is going to go and carry that weight of that roof line and this little shed dormer thing here, and go the whole way across. We took the chimney out today. That's where we spent most of our time, was on the chimney. taking that down to below the roof grade. Come in tomorrow and patch that. Put some plywood in the hole and find some shingles. And the other major accomplishment was this stove. If you'll notice where the paint is on the floor, this was a stone hearth. It went all the way to the ceiling and has caused this floor to dip by about 4.5 to 5 inches across the room. The entire room, everything in here dips towards this chimney, which my guess is probably broke a beam or something settled or something. We'll try and jack this back up in place. We may have to put a beam in there as well or something to help support this now that we've got the weight off from this to bring this back up to level. And that's about all we've got accomplished, other than we took this wall out here. We're going to be opening this wall up to about the width of what you're seeing there, maybe a little wider, depending upon where the layout of the end of the kitchen goes. We'll get the kitchen plan and figure out exactly. This wall's coming out. We don't believe that it's supporting anything because the joists run the other way, the ceiling rafters. And that's about it. And we got all the flooring in on site. We're ways away from it, but it's been at the store for a while, and we were afraid of something happening over there with us. We brought it over here. And then we'll just show you the weight of what was on that roof. And hopefully I can see it. We've already put the ladder away. But I probably can't get enough height. We'll see if I can fall off the side of the truck. I'm climbing on the edge of this backhoe, so I'm just going to set you down for a second while I climb. And so this is all of the debris that we took out of the house and the top of the chimney. It's a substantial amount of material that was causing a lot of unnecessary waste in the house. Have a great time. Thank you, everyone.